Hello there, guys. How are you enjoying the continuing education? I hope you're enjoying it. I love putting it together for you guys, and I know I loved going through and learning and listening to other leaders. Hopefully, you've enjoyed hearing from others and getting different perspectives. You guys, a lot of you who've been a part of this for a while have heard from me lots, but I did want to hop on and obviously teach at least one of the classes because I love doing this. So you're partway through. This is our essential oils and skincare class. You guys know that this is a topic that I'm very passionate about because, well, hey, who doesn't like to have glowing skin? It's something you put out there into the world every single day. It's nice to feel good and feel comfortable in your own skin, especially as you start to age. And I love it was one of the first areas I got into with the oils because I love the idea of using something that actually worked but wasn't costing me a fortune. So I was getting kind of sick and tired of spending all this money on these products that were claiming to make me look younger. And I wasn't really sure if they're working or not. And then as I started along this journey, I started to realize that the things I put on my skin make a huge difference on the rest of my health, right? What we put on our skin, about 60% of what you put on absorbs into your body. That's why essential oils can be so beneficial, but it's also why you need to pay attention to what's in your skincare products and your lotions and things you're applying onto your skin every single day, because that is getting into your bloodstream. And it almost defeats the purpose. Sometimes you're trying to do something to make you look younger, and yet it has all these harmful ingredients in it. It can be drying to the skin. It can be stripping your skin of its own natural ability to heal. It can be affecting your hormones, your immune system, your mood, your mental health. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I'm passionate about this for that very reason. So let me just share the screen with you guys, because there's a PowerPoint, of course, helps keep me on track, um, which is always good because I'm going to try to keep this to about 30 minutes, or potentially when Noelle wakes up. You never know what's first. But as always, if you guys have any questions, never hesitate to ask. Most of you know how to get a hold of me really through any medium: email, text, Facebook, through our Facebook group. Just let me know. Okay, so this was hard to narrow it down to what I wanted to talk about. But what I decided was we're going to talk about 5 main categories. And from there, go through some of the different oils that can support in those categories. But first, I want you guys thinking for yourself. I want you to take a quick moment and just reflect on what are some of the things that you love about the skin you are in. Let's not always focus on the negative. I know that can be hard sometimes. When looking in the mirror, we tend to focus on the things we don't love so much. But I want you guys to take a moment and think about what you love about the skin that you are in. Funny, I used to despise my freckles as a kid. Especially when I get in the sun, and they would come out, and I used to do everything I could as a kid. I had read that even, using lemon juice on your face, I had read all sorts of crazy things that I remember as a kid thinking, okay, I'm going to do this and try to make sure, see if my freckles will disappear. But it's funny because it's something now that I look at my kids when their little freckles come out in the sun. I think, oh my God, they're so adorable, and they're unique. And so that's something I've learned to love about the skin I am in, is when my freckles come out in the sun. So, um, then I also want you to think about what are some of the things that you want to improve with your skin. Ideally, if you're listening to this, there's probably 1 or 2 things that you'd like to improve. Even if you don't have a specific concern, because I have to say, I didn't necessarily have a specific concern when I got started with using the oils through my skincare, except for just really, wanting to take good care of my skin and age gracefully. I have no interest in going to any sort of extreme measures to make myself look younger. But I want to invest in myself and my skin in a simple, natural way. And that was my focus. I wanted to age well. And I will tell you, my skin has never felt better. I thought about, I jumped in to do this recording while Noelle's napping, and I thought about, oh, I should run and put some makeup on and clean myself up a little. And I thought, no, you know what? It's probably better for me to hop on here and look like I normally look. With my skin, like I do have a tinted moisturizer on from this morning, but with my skin looking fairly naturally, because honestly, I have never felt better in my skin. I feel amazing going out with absolutely zero makeup. And I can say 5-6 years ago, I did not feel that way. I always had kind of discoloration in the skin. I have a natural glow to my skin now that I'd never had before. And I'm 40 next year, right? So I feel really great in the skin that I'm in, and better than when I was 30. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so now that you guys have given that a little bit of thought, let's jump into some of the categories. So like I said, there's so many different categories, but we chose the 5 most common. The first one being redness in the skin or uneven pigmentation or discoloration. And this is something I would see a fair bit, especially with someone with freckles. You tend to see that a bit. And redness, like extreme redness, comes from a variety of things, but most are rooted in some level with inflammation. So some amazing products for redness, and you're going to see some overlap here because there's 2 specific products that are hands down my favorite, that you're going to see named time and time again. So one of the first ones that you're going to hear me talk about over and over and over again is frankincense. Hands down, probably my favorite for my skin. It's what I use every single day. And there are so many benefits, including helping with redness and discoloration. I love using it with oil cleansing. So I've talked to many of you guys about this before, but if this is the first time you're hearing about it, that just simply means I take a little bit of carrier oil, like jojoba oil. I put a drop of frankincense and I massage that into my face. I then take a washcloth, put some hot water on it, dab it over my face. So I'm not washing it off, but I'm kind of dabbing it. And that's what I do first thing in the morning. And that's the only thing I do. I don't have any other lotions or spritzers or anything. It's just the oil cleansing with the frankincense. Not to mention all the emotional benefits you get from using frankincense and the cellular support it provides you. It's going to leave your skin feeling amazing. So highly recommend the frankincense on your face. Frankincense is a more expensive oil, but guys, there's 285 drops. You need 1 drop a day, and you will notice a difference. So this oil is going to last you almost a year. So yes, it's a more expensive oil, but you're going to have a year's worth of skincare, under a year's worth of skincare, just under, for less than $100. It's a good price. You just kind of have to shift your perspective on that. And the good thing is usually December, they run a frankincense promo. So every December, I usually buy a frankincense and get one for free. And those 2 frankincense last me for the entire year for my skincare. Helichrysum is another really amazing one. This is a cool oil for a variety of reasons. It acts as, how do you explain it? It's like almost like it can act like a natural Band-Aid, but also for your skin, it's very, very healing. So for example, the redness, but very, very good for anti-aging and things along those lines. So helichrysum can be a great one too. So you could add that into your lotion, into your cleanser, make a roller bottle of it. You could add it into with your frankincense cleansing. So there's a number of ways you could use that. Correct X is an ointment that has a lot of amazing oils in it, like your frankincense and your myrrh and your helichrysum. And this is really good. I use it often for like cuts and burns, but if you have specific red areas that really tend to flare up, this is a really good thing that you can put directly on it. And then your Yarrow Pom. This is one you're going to hear me talk about. If you're part of my group, you've heard me talk about this many, many times. I love Yarrow Pom. It's a nutritive duo, meaning it's yarrow, which is a flower, a beautiful wildflower, has so many amazing properties for your skin, along with pomegranate oil. And they've combined those, so it's a really unique product. It is amazing for producing collagen naturally. It's amazing for redness and any sort of discoloration. And hands down, it's one of my favorite things, one of my favorite products to use. Okay, scars is another topic. You're going to see some overlap here. So we're talking about the frankincense. The nice thing for you guys to know is frankincense also comes in a touch bottle. So it makes it really easy to roll on. So for example, with a scar, you can take it and roll it directly on. Yarrow Pom, talking about this again, Yarrow Pom is amazing for scars. I have seen some before and after pictures with this, and it is pretty phenomenal. I don't really have, I've never had any scars, so it's not something I've had to use for that, but I have seen some pretty amazing pictures. Geranium is a really, really good oil for scars. And then neroli, both floral oils, and neroli is really good for scars as well. So with this, if you have a certain scar, you can make up a blend. You can make up a blend. What I would personally do is do a blend of neroli, frankincense, and geranium. I would use that, you know, in the morning, and then I would use the Yarrow Pom directly on my skin in the evening. That's probably how I would do it, but you can play around with it. Breakouts. So this is another area that we talk a lot about with people, especially our teenagers. Often breakouts are associated with food sensitivities. You are what you eat in many ways. Your skin is a huge reflection of that. Your hormones, so hence the teenager, or bacteria, again, hence the teenager thing. But many of us, I used to break out all the time at my time of the month. I would always get a pimple or two around my mouth. Hasn't happened for me in years. Could be my age, could be the oils, I don't know. But these are amazing. HD Clear, Tea Tree or Melaleuca, and Rose Touch. HD Clear is such an underrated product. I love this product. It has oils like Melaleuca. I wish I wrote them down. I think there's celery seed, maybe hoewood. I can't remember exactly what's in it. You can look it up and check out the oils. But amazing to put just directly on your spots or your pimples or wherever you've broken out. This is hands down, I think every teenager should own this, because again, it's hard when you're going through those changes and you can feel quite self-conscious about your skin. I wish I had this product when I was a teenager. Melaleuca or tea tree is amazing. It's hugely antibacterial, antifungal. You can just take it and put it directly on your spots, or you can mix this into your cleanser or your lotion. And then Rose is very healing. It helps bring the natural pH levels and the natural moisture back into your skin without making it greasy, and is really good for balancing out your skin as well as fighting any sort of bacteria. So I love Rose. So I talked about my favorite being frankincense, yarrow. Rose is definitely up there with one of my favorites. I use it and just kind of cover my face with it, use it on my laugh lines. Along with one other roller bottle. That's one of my faves, and I think it's on here as well. Okay, brown spots, another thing. You hear about our frankincense again, of course. Frankincense, so good. You know, brown spots can be from sun exposure, aging, and for a lot of people, other hormonal pigmentation. Also for people that have been pregnant, your skin can really change quite a bit, and your pigmentation can change. So frankincense, amazing. Black spruce is really cool. So I used black spruce. I've been using it. I have a little like freckle here that gets kind of big in the, well, I call it a freckle. It's, let's be real, it's an age spot. And it gets bigger in the sun. So I've been using black spruce for about a month, and you can barely see it. And all I've been doing is taking it and directly putting it right on that spot when my skin is clean. So that's pretty cool. You can make up a roller bottle with all these oils in it. Hawaiian sandalwood's amazing for brown spots. Lavender. Lavender is also a phenomenal oil to do the oil cleansing with. If you're thinking that frankincense doesn't quite fit your budget for that at this point, lavender is a great oil to use for that as well. Very soothing, very calming to your skin. And then aging, which we've already kind of touched on as we've gone throughout, but of course your frankincense, like, come on guys, it's amazing. You see the theme here. If there's one thing you're going to do for your skin, use frankincense. I mentioned another favorite roller bottle of mine is Immortelle. So along with Rose and Immortelle are the two roller bottles that I'll use on my laugh lines and on my face on a fairly regular basis. Immortelle is cool because it has all the best skin oils put into one. It has your frankincense, your myrrh, your, I believe, Hawaiian sandalwood. I'd have to, again, look at every oil that's in there, but it's basically taken all the heavy hitters and put it into one roller bottle. The cool thing about the Immortelle that I often tell people is it's not diluted. Most of our roller bottles are diluted with the carrier oil. Immortelle is not. So you can actually take this, and if you want, split it into 2 roller bottles, top it up with a jojoba oil or fractionated coconut oil, and you have 2 Immortelle roller bottles for the price of 1. So that's my little hack there for you guys. Neroli, also amazing for your skin. Neroli is really nice for anxiety as well. So I like putting this on sometimes before bed. And then myrrh too is a hugely powerful oil. So those are some of your most common ones for skincare. However, we can put all the frankincense on our skin, use all the amazing oils, and yet if we're not going at it from the inside out, you're not going to notice or have the results that you want. Our skin is reflecting 80% of what is going on inside our bodies. So 20%, yes, superficial. Put those oils on. They're going to make your skin glow. However, it is an inside job. And one of the hands down best products, and in my opinion, I think is the foundation for everybody who wants to feel better, feel younger, look younger, live a vibrant life. I believe every single person should be on these supplements, this Lifelong Vitality Pack. You guys already watched, I think it was the second class on the supplements. But again, we're talking about it again because that's how important it is. There are so many nutrients that benefit your skin that are all included in this. And it's not just going to benefit your skin, it's going to benefit all areas. If you're looking for better digestion, better sleep, better energy, balancing out your hormones, the list could go on and on. It's the reason that it's our #1 product at doTERRA, even more so than the oils. It is extremely unique product. It is extremely bioavailable. It's extremely well priced. When you look at a good quality vitamin, the fact that you're getting these 3 vitamins for the price that they are is phenomenal. And doTERRA is so confident about it that they have given you a kind of a no-brainer in the sense of try it for 30 days, commit to taking the full dose of 30 days. And it's a bit of a commitment. If you've never taken supplements, you're taking two times a day. Do that commitment for 30 days. If you do not feel better, if you do not notice a difference, you can return the bottles empty and doTERRA will give you a full refund. So I know nobody yet that has done that. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I just want to mention that. And along that, we're going to talk about just a couple other areas that will give you additional support when it comes to your skincare. Some of these you guys have already learned about. Yarrow Palm, again, we're talking about this again, has a supplement. It is an amazing supplement. Has things like grapeseed and vitamin C, melon. It is phenomenal for collagen production. Okay, so it's gonna be really, really good for your skin. However, it's also really good. One of the reasons I started using this was for my immune system because it's got some really cool ingredients in it, like zinc and vitamin C for your immune system. So that's why I started using it, and it's going to have the benefits with my skin, supporting my skin, which is phenomenal. Terrazyme, oh my gosh, I can't say enough good things about this. If I was doing the supplement class, I would have talked about this one until I was blue in the face, along with Lifelong Vitality. This has been a game changer for me. Terrazyme, from a skincare perspective, is going to support the proper elimination channels. So the way I see Terrazyme is I think of it as an assistant to absorbing all the good foods and nutrients in my body and eliminating all the crap. So it's going to help when you get things clogged up in your system, and you are what you eat in many ways. It's a huge reflection of what your skin's going to look like. If you can't properly eliminate, that's going to make a huge difference on what your skin looks like. So Terrazyme, amazing. I take one every single morning and I double up on them when I need it. And interestingly enough, Terrazyme, when Noelle was born, she had really sensitive, she still has very sensitive skin, and she had a flare-up of eczema in the winter. And this was something that I was told that I should take to help with her eczema. So I started taking 2 a day instead of 1 and noticed a huge difference because I'm breastfeeding her and et cetera, et cetera. So as you see there, calms angry red skin and eczema. Can be phenomenal for eczema. Another one we can't go without saying, talking about the PB Assist probiotic. Everybody should be on a good probiotic. Do your research. It doesn't have to be doTERRA, but I highly recommend doTERRA because it's a phenomenal product. They've done a great job of having a pre and a probiotic. They double encapsulate it so it gets where it needs to go. It's phenomenal. Your gut health, we know this, impacts everything, including your skin. And then, of course, water. Like, hands down, this can make such a difference on what your skin looks like. Drinking at least half your body weight in ounces every single day. And one of the ways to help with this, one of the ways I love helping with my water intake, my husband loves this. I asked him the other day what some of his favorite oils were, and he said probably citrus oils in my water. So adding your lemon, your grapefruit, all of that is going to improve your detoxification benefits, which is going to improve your elimination, and just keep your skin very, very healthy and glowing from the inside out. So that makes a big difference. The other thing I love doing that they don't mention here, and I just really, really quickly, when we talk about elimination and things flowing well, I love dry skin brushing. You guys have probably heard me. You can buy a dry skin brush off of Amazon for like $20. And you can put a couple drops of oil directly on your skin brush. Some that I like are DDR Prime, really good for internal cleansing. Slim and Sassy, I love on there. Aroma Touch, I love Grapefruit. There's a number of them. And you just dry skin brush. You always go towards your heart. And it's amazing, not only for your skin as far as exfoliating, but it helps with your lymphatic system and keeping everything running within your lymphatic system, and that can make a huge difference. There's also tools that you can use for your face, for your lymphatic system, and I have a couple tools that are some of my favorites. So if you have any questions about that, you can always message me. Okay, guys. Skincare lines. Some of you may or may not know that doTERRA has phenomenal skincare line. So this was, again, one of the biggest game changers for me was changing over my entire skincare line. I use the frankincense oil cleansing in the morning, like I explained to you guys, but at night I use the Farage skincare line. I love the skincare line. It's all natural ingredients. It's meant for aging skin. It comes with a cleanser, a toner, a serum, and a moisturizer. And it's packaged up into a bundle. You can buy them individually. So if you do want to mix and match, because I have gotten into mixing and matching a few things because I've used them for so long. I always tell people this is where you should start, and then you can build out from there. They've packaged these up together, and it's a phenomenal price. Because when you're looking at effective skincare, and when you're looking at natural skincare, truly natural skincare, not just they're saying it's like good, marketing, you're usually going to spend a fair bit of money. And when you're looking at oils like your myrrh and your frankincense, and those are not cheap. So anyways, it's a really good price point. We also have an HD clear skin line. So this would be amazing for your teenagers, kids that need to start washing their face. Supports for, acne prone skin, or just generally to keep a really healthy complexion as a teenager. So it comes with your cleanser, that roller bottle that I talked about, and then your moisturizer. So this would be a great thing for any teenager. And then we have our Essential skincare line, which is a pretty big skincare line because you have things in there like your scrub. You're going to have additional things like you have an eye roller, a tightening serum. I've tried all of these products. They're amazing. My favorites are the brightening serum, this one right here. So that's one that I use. I use that I don't use it every day, but I will usually use a bottle of it like 4 times a year, kind of in the change of seasons when my skin needs a little boost, a little brightening. The hydrating cream I like because the Farage moisturizer is really, really nice in the summer. But for me, I need a little bit more moisture in the winter, and I'm using it at night, so I don't mind something a little heavier, and that's why I like the hydrating cream. This is phenomenal, the eye roller. I don't use it on a regular basis just because I don't often get dark circles, but if you're somebody that's prone to dark circles or puffiness under your eyes, it has that metal roller bottle that's really cooling, phenomenal oils in there. The tightening serum is phenomenal for if I focus on my neck. So that's a great one. And the facial cleanser, I typically like to use the Virage. It's my favorite, but I like switching it up every once in a while. So I'm actually using this facial cleanser right now. The scrub is great. The toner, again, great. And then your anti-aging moisturizer, that's going to be more your heavy hitting moisturizer. So, I mean, you've got a lot of choice when it comes to skincare. What we recommend for your wellness box selection. So if you have not started your LRP or your wellness box, your monthly wellness box, really consider doing this, especially if you're going to be ordering things like your skincare or your supplements. These are things you're going to replenish on a regular basis. So planning a monthly order where you can change the order every single month, it's not the same thing. But you're ordering things monthly, you're going to earn a ton of points. So much so that if you just using the skincare line, if you start using the skincare line or one or two of these supplements, and you're using those on a regular basis, you could almost pay for all your oils for free once you start earning enough points. So here's a suggestion. You would get all of this for $200. It's worth 150 points. You're going to get a free oil of the month because you've placed an order over 125 PV. This would be an amazing start in regards to focusing on your skincare. So I would highly recommend that. And that was it. Oh my gosh, I got through that pretty quick. I thought it was going to be a challenge, me going through this in a half an hour. All right, guys, I can't really ask if you have any questions, but if you do have questions, message me. I do want to take just 5 more minutes of your time, maybe even less than that, just to mention something while we're all here, because you have been going through now, you're almost halfway through, or you are halfway. I think this is the 4th class. So you are halfway through your continuing ed, which is awesome. And don't forget to tell me when you're done so I can send you your little gift. But I want you guys to be aware of the fact that there is a business opportunity with doTERRA. This is not something we talk about lots. And it's actually one of the reasons I love doTERRA. We are not in the business of recruiting people to do the business. We lead with our product. We lead with our education, with our product. However, the business really is the cherry on top. And it's something that I'm committed to sharing a little bit more of, just because I, been a bit selfish keeping it to myself. I've always made the assumption that if people are interested, they'll ask. And that's true in many ways, but you don't know what you don't know. And so I want to just take a really quick moment to let you guys know that there is a business opportunity with doTERRA, and it can look a couple different ways. There are 3 types of people that come or that end up with doTERRA. They're the people that live the wellness lifestyle, and those are like 85% of the people. That's what you're doing right now, right? You're living the wellness lifestyle. You're learning, you're using the oils, you're loving it. It's awesome. So a huge percentage just live the lifestyle, love the oils, use them regularly. And that might be you. There are also a percentage that love to share the oils. And this sometimes happens without you even realizing it, because let's be real. If you go to an amazing restaurant or you've seen a great movie, what do? You tell all your friends about it, right? If you're starting to use the oils and you're loving them, if they have helped solve various problems for you and your family, it's really hard not to share with your friends or your girlfriend, or you hear somebody complain about something and you think in the back of your head, oh, an oil can support with that. If you're that person, and that was it for me in the beginning, I couldn't help but share with people. There is the opportunity to get some of your products paid for. So even if you're not looking at a full business, and building an empire, an oil empire, that's okay. Casually sharing the oils is an option too. And there is a ton of support built into our community to help you do this. So really, it's just, you get to share, you get to be passionate about it. But if you want to plug them into my classes and all that sort of stuff, you can do that as well. So lots of opportunity there for sharing, and maybe just paying for some of your oil habit, especially if you want to add some of these, other options like your supplements and your skincare line. And then there's, of course, the option to fully build, to earn a residual income, to make an impact, to build a global team. I mean, the opportunity is endless, and it is the most beautiful business model I have ever been a part of. So that's an opportunity for you as well. I mean, why doTERRA? I would think, for the most part, if you're going through these courses, you probably are really enjoying your oils. You've probably gotten to understand a little bit anyways, the heart of doTERRA. It is, a truly unique company. Year after year, I learn more and more about them, and I just fall more and more in love. It is the most tested, most trusted oils in the world, period. Over 8.5 million customers. It's the number one essential oil company in the world, and there's a reason for that. It's used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. It actually had a growth rate similar to Apple. So after 7 years only, they became a completely debt-free billion-dollar company. And so Apple's the only other company that we've seen that type of growth with. And we continue to grow significantly. This year's been insane. I think just with everything going on in the world right now, people are looking for other options. Record-breaking retention. Why is this important? Well, when you're growing a business, people that start using the oils typically continue to use the oils. They're lifers, right? That makes a big difference when you're growing a business. We create partnerships with growers around the world. So we are making a difference, one bottle, one drop at a time. And the leadership of the company is just amazing. You always have to look up at the leadership because it says a lot about the culture of a company. So you might ask, I'm not going to get into detail here, but you might say, well, how do I make money? What do I have to do? It's very, very simple. If you're looking to build a business or just make a little bit of money, it's as simple as sharing an experience with somebody, whether that's through a sample, giving them a little sample of lavender and saying, try this, see if it works for you. Then teaching them why, how to use that oil. So it's quite simply, this is what I did with my kids. You don't need to have a science background or be a medical doctor or, be any sort of expert. You really teaching just me and sharing your experience. This is what worked for me with my kids. Try this. That can be as simple as what teaching can be. It can also be like this, through continuing education and classes, but you have me for that support as well. If you want to plug people into this stuff, this is all available to you guys too. You enroll people. That's how you make money through doTERRA. You enroll people, you get people started, you support, and then of course you support them. It's not just about selling oils. It's about then supporting them and having a lifelong customer. And that's it. That's as simple as it can be. And that's how you can earn money through doTERRA. This gives you just a really quick snapshot. You might not be able to really see this, but this is the different ranks in doTERRA and the approximate amount you can make. Anywhere from an elite all the way up to a presidential diamond. Elite, you're talking $300-400 a month. Presidential diamond, you're talking over $100,000 a month. This is not exaggerated. This is very much an average. I remember when I saw this at first, I thought, this can't be real. It is really real. I know many, many people who are presidential diamonds and beyond. It's absolutely a possibility. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you want to be a presidential diamond, you're working very hard. It's a business. It's not a hobby. But if you want it to be a hobby and you want to earn $300-400 a month down at the elite level, that is absolutely an opportunity as well. So there is a wide opportunity through doTERRA on what's available as far as your different income. And then lots of times I get people to say, well, I don't know if I could do this, right? I'm shy. I'm not good at talking in front of people. I don't know enough about the oils. Don't let that stop you. Honestly, guys, if you're passionate, if you're using the oils, truly using the oils, if you're passionate about them, if you've had some amazing experiences, if you care about people, whether you're outgoing or not, if you truly care about people, so it's not just trying to make a quick buck, but you care about helping people. This is a service industry for sure. And you can follow a system. We have so many systems in place to support you. A lot of the work in that regard is done for you, which is great. So yes, you could do it. I believe everybody could do this and could benefit from this business or from just simply sharing. So what are the next steps? If you think you're somebody that might be interested in just casually sharing or maybe looking at the business opportunity, let me know. I have a Business Made Easy presentation that I can send to you, and it just dives a little deeper into residual income, the compensation plan, You can learn a little bit more on your own time. I can send you the recording and you can do it on your own time. And then from there, if you're interested, we have something called the dailymentorcalls.com. They're phenomenal. They walk you through it's about 10, 15 minutes every day on how to start this business and run this business. In fact, it's so powerful. I've gone back to do these and I'm in the middle of doing them right now. And my business is, it needed a little kickstart again and it's booming. So that's really exciting. So those would be the next steps there, guys. If you're interested to learn a little bit more, let me send you the Business Made Easy presentation. There's never any pressure. I'm always just here to support you. And I just wanted you to be aware of this opportunity. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. I hope you're really enjoying this continuing education program. I can't wait for you to see the next couple classes because they're phenomenal. And like I said, any questions, let me know, and let me know when you're done because I'm going to send you a juicy little gift, which I'm excited about. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing here and have an awesome day. Noelle's just waking up, so it's perfect timing. Okay, bye.